Well, good morning, guys. I made it back to Southwest Luxury Coach here in Phoenix, Arizona to look at this 2005 Liberty Elegant Lady built on a Prevost XLII chassis. I'm definitely excited to show this one to you, but of course I'm going to be doing an inspection on it too. And I'd like to take you guys along with me. So let's go ahead and get started. Like always, we're going to start on the outside. Now, before I put the slide-out rooms out, let's go ahead and take a look to see what kind of floor space there is with them in and you're driving down the road. Normally a bus with 2 slide-out rooms means you have a pretty useful floor plan even with the slide-out rooms in. So you can get to the Galley sink, the Galley countertop, the microwave, and of course the dinette. Now this dinette tabletop does move back out of the way. If they didn't have it moved back, it would have definitely been tight right about here. But they did put that on a power control. So we're good there. The sofa, if you have a passenger back here, their legs will be completely out of the aisleway. Now, of course, you're not meant to be traveling in the Euro Lounger, but you do have room to sit down, enjoy yourself, and still watch that really nice TV that has been changed out. Moving further back, refrigerator isn't going to be affected by the slide-out room. It doesn't even hit the slide-out room there. All your controls, easy to get to, trash compactor, and then the most important thing back here, it's going to be the head or the water closet or the bathroom. So none of this is going to be affected by the slide-out rooms being opened or closed. And the door even opens the correct way. You can even get to the laundry center there. Moving further back, which is pretty nice, you do have a king-size bed back here on the bedroom slide. Let me get a little bit of light in here. This does have power shades in it. So I'll get a little bit more light in here too. So it's very impressive to see a king-size bed back here. And if you guys notice, I was able to walk around without having to hop over the bed to get back to the closet area over here. It has a really nice dresser with the same matching countertop as you'll see in the front, and the actual closet you can get to. Again, very easily, great access with the slide-out rooms closed on this 2005 Liberty Elegant Lady on a Prevost XLII chassis. Now, I forgot to show you one more thing. We could get to the toilet okay and the laundry center, but again, the shower is going to be in the corner right here. It won't matter whether the slide-out room's opened or closed. So, really good access. Nice floor plan. The engineers at Liberty did a great job, and the designers, I will say, chef's kiss. Let's go ahead and get this thing started up. And this does have 164,000 miles on it. So just like every bus salesman is going to tell you, barely broken in. Another thing I did notice, in the engine compartment in the back, protective belts on that Detroit Diesel Series 60. I guess it's silly to call it a belt protector. It's a finger protector. I'd like to see that because now I don't have to worry about if somebody's back there when I start the engine and the engine doors are open. All right, let's go ahead and open up the slide-out room. There it goes. There you go. I probably should have opened up a window or a door because they're so well designed. Even with the seal deflated, as it moves out, it creates a little bit of a vacuum in here. So technically, you are supposed to have a window or a door open before you operate the slide-out rooms. I'm very happy to see they did not bother to hide the slide-out room switch. A lot of times the manufacturers do that too. This one, you got to make sure all the cabinet doors are closed on there, otherwise the slide won't move in this bus. So let me go ahead, start on the outside, and of course, my channel, we're going to start on the roof. And of course what that means is while I'm out on the roof dying, I'm going to go ahead and get the ACs turned on. There are 4 cruise airs in here. So this should be pretty nice by the time I get back inside. I don't think it would surprise you guys to know that in Arizona, in the middle of summer, at the end of July, it gets hot. And of course, like always, I like to run the generator while I'm doing an inspection to make sure that it's not overheating. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But the radiator for the generator, drawn air across it, we're good on that. Now, I don't expect to find much on the roof because there's no roof ACs because it does have the 4 cruise airs. This fabric looks like maybe the stitching We got a hole there, and I could see it drooping in between, but I guess the stitching's not bad. There's also a window awning. We'll see if we can't make that work too. We'll go ahead and walk to the back of this. Give you the great big huge reveal. Yeah, not too much up here. Surprisingly, the back cap is not peeling, and the lights look okay. We do have a little bit of peeling on these little trim pieces on the side. Feels pretty strong. Yeah, we can still see peeling. Clear coat there too. The slide out topper fabric has come out of the wrap, and maybe a little bit of wear, but so just a loose fabric there, peeling paint, and we'll walk around this vent to see if any of the screws pop out, but they didn't, and I'm not seeing any cracks around that. It looks like it's just die-core sealant. Do the same thing on this fantastic vent. Just seeing if the vent itself is loose. Can kind of see it maybe right here where that seal's pulled away. I don't even think that's the problem. They just didn't get the lap seal on top of that enough. That sewer vent looks good. I think it's kind of impressive that they detailed the paint on the roof that nobody's ever going to see. I don't know if it's just easier to do it that way. If I was painting it, I would have ended like right about there. So, good thing I'm not a painter. And then over here, you can see the slide out fabric is see if I can't straighten that out when I do a window awning on it. Sewer vent looks good. Surprisingly, this Braun Command TV antenna still is intact. I still wouldn't recommend putting it up. It'll work in the down position, and even the cradle is intact. Yeah. Maybe we should seal up those. Should be the range hood vent. That looks good. Somebody's added a dish network, Winegard Traveler, and maybe there's two different satellite dishes here at one time. So I can see, oh, this probably had the rails for a mount for a satellite dish that they took off, and then this was a, and I would say a track vision. Doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, look at that, track vision cable. All right, antenna mast, antenna mast, antenna mast. Missing one antenna mast. And the front cap, clear is peeling. We do have some checking on the front cap, but just on the roof. That's about the most amount of damage that I saw. Really not too bad. A little bit of touch-up sealant on the vents, the antenna cradle, missing radio antenna, and a little bit of peeling paint. Otherwise, really nice roof. I'm really amazed that the converters haven't switched to mini splits to get all the roof ACs off the top of their buses. Or at the very least, even though this 2005 Elegant Lady is equipped with bus air on it, so we do have bus air in here, but I'm just amazed that the converters haven't switched over to like 24 volt or 12 volt roof ACs. That way you can eliminate the bus air, because you can run off the batteries, whether you're dry camping, boondocking, mooch docking, or driving down the road. And if you already have the hole in the roof, it solves that problem anyways. And then you don't have to deal with a big heavy duty inverter to operate the roof ACs. At any rate, that's my own free advice to the bus converters out there. Let's take a look at these awnings. So these slide out rooms are equipped with Zipty slide out room toppers and window awnings all in one. Not that they're there for weatherproofing, because you won't need that for these. And generally I say ladders are easiest, which really shouldn't be that big of an issue because you have one right here, and it's a nice extension ladder and A-frame. I like these ladders because of the wide flared out bases on both sides. Now we can grab that strap that I couldn't find. Hello. Go ahead and flip the travel locks over, out of the way of the arms. Let's go ahead and hook it on right there. Not only do we have a slide out topper, but we have a window awning too. Like I said, it's not really there for weatherproofing because the seals on these slide outs can't be beat. It's going to be for protecting it from sunlight and casting shade. It's pretty nice. Let's see if I let it bake out here a little bit, if that'll take the wrinkles out in the sunlight. And that way when we roll it back up, that won't be an issue. And of course that bedroom slide out topper works the exact same way. So I already have everything pulled out over here to take a look at it. Beautiful idea to put a toolbox on a slider in the basement. Incredibly genius idea. You never know when you'd use a toolbox when you're in a bus or an RV. It looks like it has a front bra that will go snap onto the front here. Yeah, so you can even protect from eating rock chips. That's probably why the front looks so nice. And these are manual pull-out trays, so they're not powered and they don't go all the way across. So one per side in the front area right here. Now it does look like the outside TV has been updated. This is a brand new Sony Smart TV on a swivel with a Bose soundbar underneath, just like a modern one would have. I know how important that is. Of course, right there we already saw the bus there. This is going to be the mechanical bay, the auxiliary mechanical bay, where you can hook up outside fresh water to and get access to the water pump, the water heater, some marine water heater with hydronic heat on it also, along with the 110 volt. Looks like we could, and even have sewer dumps on this side. Comes out the bottom there. One thing a lot of people may not be aware of, so on some of these that flips down, you get controls to your monitor panel, your freshwater fill, sewer dump, things like that. And of course you still do have your outside vent station right there. Now Liberty does do some strange things when it comes to electrical. So you have a shore cord hookup over here, and you can make a switch from the shore cord reel that comes out the passenger side right here. And then up front right here, we have the switch right here that'll switch between port cord reel. And while we're over here, you might as well take a look at this. We do have the buddy plug, pretty standard hookup for the 50 amp plug to hook up to your car hauler, or of course your buddy's RV when you're running the generator, which is a 20 kilowatt generator from Kohler. And one thing I do want to point out is that the previous owner went ahead and upgraded the insulation that was in the generator compartment, so it's not falling apart and making insulation dust inside your generator. That's a pretty good upgrade. Of course, back here we're going to find the Detroit Diesel Series 60. We already saw that running because we have the belt cover right here, and the belts are in really good shape. No signs of damage. Even this generator looks a little bit beefier than I normally see. And of course, one of the big differences between a Liberty Classic and a Liberty Elegant Lady is that on an Elegant Lady, a lot of your house systems are going to be 24 volt, not just 12 volt. Which you can see in this compartment right here. So we have house 12 volt, house 24 volt. So it gets complicated. If you don't know what you're doing, be careful. You go blow out a test light with 24 volts. But this is a Prevost XLII chassis. It is not riveted body, but I did go ahead and check the side walls to make sure that they were not delaminated, and I did not see any signs of delamination or checking in the fiberglass panels above on both sides here. So that really just leaves the other two zippy folding chairs and the other slide out basement storage bay, which we already took the ladder out of. I can't put that away yet until I'm done with that awning up there. Paint looks really good here. Like I said, I didn't see any signs of delamination down below, and all that stainless looks like it's in really good shape too. Very minimal dings or dents in it. And again, it's a 2005, but I doubt anybody would ever know the difference between this and like a 2010 or even a 2018. Though I'm sure if you knew where to look on the badging, it might be a giveaway, or on the front end. But it does look like it has an updated front end on it. And because we haven't looked at it yet, the tires are going to be from the 49th week of 2021. And those are Michelin 365s in the front. While in the back we got Michelin 315s and 0722, so a little bit newer, and 4421, 5 weeks older. Nice tires. Oh, I'm sorry, 365 on the tag axle too. Man, they got it all. Well, all right, guys, that was pretty much the exterior of this 2005 Elegant Lady. She definitely stands very proud and very beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a look inside, because I like it. It's very subdued elegance, not ostentatious. So now when I say less opulent, I just mean it's a little bit more subdued and regal. Now it is still an elegant lady, so you do get this beautiful hand-painted ceiling. While there are mirrors on the ceiling to enhance the light and reflectivity, it's a lot less Hollywood or Vegas. And while we're comparing to Hollywood or Vegas, again, no bright or loud colors or decorations. And from the stone tile on the floor to the vinyl plank wood flooring here in the salon, to the granite mimicking solid surface Corian, and more than anything, the natural wood on the cabinetry, and to the more muted tan and beige colors on the leather upholstery throughout the entire bus. It has a very distinct natural beauty and charm to it that I think will look good for another 40 years. However, I do appreciate the bold choice to go with the two-tone leather on the driver's seats and passenger seats and pull that darker color simulated alligator leather for the sofa here or the J Lounge, but for the Euro Lounger, just matching the same leather on the outside of that seat. It's really nice that not all the furniture looks identical, but I also think it matches the quilted diamond leather on the walls and of course on the valances here. In fact, the only real wear on any of the fabric that I do see is going to be right here on the driver's valance. I bet it is mostly from shoulders rubbing against it, because the rest of this tapestry upholstery really does look nice, and my hands are a little bit too dirty to go ahead and touch the suede that's on the ceiling, but I don't see any signs of water leaks or staining on that either. Now, I did point out this is a vinyl plank flooring made to mimic the look of wood, and I did say that it was wood cabinetry, but it's not wood cabinetry throughout. There is still laminate. And of course, the balances are all solid wood, the trim is all solid wood, and the ceiling trim and inserts are all solid wood. This cabinet right here is all solid wood, but they do have laminate on the rest of this high gloss looking cabinetry back here. It's easy to clean, doesn't wear out so easily. And if we take a look at this drawer right here, this is still solid wood. Looks like oak on the box itself. And even though I am somebody that appreciates the look of natural wood over a laminate, I do kind of understand why they made the choices they did back here in the Galley, and we'll show you those secrets when we get there. But let's go ahead and start the tour at the beginning, at the driver's seat. It's in really good condition. Nothing wrong with the upholstery right here. This is equipped, of course, with level low, but it does have the automatic leveling system on it too, so you don't have to worry about individually doing the air leveling on it. And my favorite, of course, that's not my favorite. I lied to you about that, because over here is my favorite. Now, just right over here, originally there would have been a Crestron control panel right here, so it looks like the previous owner has went ahead and upgraded this to a Crestron iPad controller. I know the rest of the coach does have the Crestron systems on it too, so that system is working flawlessly. Now, this is equipped with a Allison transmission brake, which I know a lot of drivers really do appreciate. And even right here, this has a electronic trailer brake control. Not many RVs come with that. That's actually kind of difficult to add after the fact. The rest of this dash is laid out like I'd normally see a Liberty XLII chassis laid out, but I do like that they have a little tiny shelf right there for all your knickknacks that you need. Now, next to the driver's seat, we do have the driver's console. It's made out of the same solid surface Corian you're going to find throughout the entire bus. And to my eye, it's supposed to mimic the look of granite, and I'd prefer this over granite because stone actually is quite heavy. It chips, and you have to seal it. It's kind of a nightmare to maintain, so I like this choice for sure. Now, the Crestron system wasn't the only thing upgraded. The front TV has been upgraded to a beautiful brand new smart flat screen TV, which means this is the best seat in the house for watching TV, and it's also going to work as a workstation with a flip down keyboard tray right there, and it even has a printer tray down below it, and that real dovetailing on real wood. That's really just a hallmark of a true luxury RV manufacturer, or in this case, a bus converter. Now, just behind the driver's seat, we do have the front slide out room. I still do have the window awning opened over here. So it's doing a great job casting shade and keeping the coach cool, while at the same time allowing us to have all those windows wide open for that panoramic view. But this sofa, if it hasn't been recovered, has been treated incredibly kind. And of course, this is a power sofa that will convert into about a twin size bed right there. And of course, these are removable armrests. Of course, moving further back, we do have the dinette with a J lounge or wraparound lounge right here. We already saw how this table does move in and out, so I have extended it out all the way. Now, just across from there is going to be the galley, and I really love how Liberty does their galleys with their multiple layers for their countertops, and of course they have that milled-in spill protection on the countertop the entire length. Now, this is a great big huge work section right here, and this has a great big huge center sink underneath right there. So I really like how they work that out. Even like the little shelf back here for like soap, sponges, things like that. Now on the walls on the backsplash will be real stone. It looks like travertine stone with the granite inlaid as a diamond pattern. Like it's what I think the Corian's supposed to mimic right there. And of course it's going to match the same thing on the floor here. It's going to be the real stone with granite inlays. Now I did skip over one nice little feature. This little ledge right here is mostly decorative. I don't think you're going to put too much on here, but it does a really good job of hiding this perforated metal. That's the vent for the bus air. From up here you can't even see it, but you can feel it. Down below, this does have a Fisher & Paykel drawer dishwasher. And above, of course, we have a lot of cabinet space. You have your coffee maker there. This should be your paper towel holder and dispenser that comes out right there, so nobody has to see that you're a human being with paper towels. Over here, speaking of doors of shame, you have your doors of shame that are going to hide the KitchenAid convection oven microwave that has been upgraded. And then speaking of another upgrade, just below that, rather than having a 2-burner radiant stovetop, this has been updated to a 2-burner induction stovetop. Now, switching out your stovetop to a 2-burner induction stovetop is a brilliant idea, and I approve. Down below, this is going to be kind of unique for Liberty, and I understand why they went with a laminate right here. A Fisher & Paykel drawer dishwasher, yeah, that's not that unique, but check out these two drawers. We have drawer freezers, because hidden behind those doors is going to be the refrigerator. So you have a Sub-Zero refrigerator, and then these drawers down below it are more refrigerator drawers. So you have a lot more refrigerated space and freezer space than you normally get in a bus conversion. Now hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I do have the Cruise Airs running right now because I would be dying if I didn't. But right across from the refrigerator is going to be the Liberty Control Center. You have all your 110 circuit breakers right here, your Crestcon control, and of course the 2 inverter controls right there. Really, one of the easier ones to operate and understand, not complicated. There's just going to be storage right there, and why not a trash compactor? Now we could utilize the control right there for the pocket door here, but I imagine it's much more impressive if I push the button right there and we watch that door slowly open to reveal the bathroom. Now this is a split bathroom, which also serves as a hallway back to the bedroom. But you should be able to see that stone flooring makes its way all the way back here into the bathroom. You have a corner shower with a Corian bench seat right there. That same stone tile as a shower pan and the shower wall. Now again, I'm 6 foot tall. Well, maybe I'm 5'11" now. But if I step up, I don't have to worry about hitting my head if I just step right back out again. And I think once you take the towels out of there, you have a very, very big shower. Now, one of the hallmarks of this elegant lady and many elegant ladies is that Liberty likes to hide their doors into the walls. So on the top up here, this is a padded suede made to kind of mimic the look of alligator skin again. But on the bottom right here, that just looks like wainscoting. This is real solid wood, and it does hide a lot of secrets. So right here is going to be the pantry with a pull-out hamper. And that's adjustable shelving, and it can be an overflow closet too. Now just opposing that, because we did have a laundry hamper, is going to be your laundry center with the Bosch washer and dryer. This has the button for the door to open. And my only critique is that I feel like that opens the wrong way, but it's fine. Now just across from the laundry center is going to be the rest of the bathroom. Now this has a Headhunter Royal Flush toilet, and it looks like they have upgraded to a push button instead of the touch sensor. These are still my favorite toilets in an RV. You do get that intercom so you can talk to the driver, or of course the bedroom. And if we look on the wall right above that solid wood wainscoting, where we can see that perforated metal again for the bus air, there's going to be another custom piece of artwork. And I have to say, this is probably the most bold choice in the entire bus, but it is still beautifully done. Right here we can see another one of those beautifully milled spill controlled edges on the countertop, a seamlessly integrated Corian sink, and something of a hallmark again on Liberty coaches is this archway over the mirror and the vanity, while below it does look like built-in furniture. Now leaving the bathroom right there, we have one more hidden door. We push this button, we'll open up that pocket door to reveal the bedroom and of course the second slide out. And this is a king size bed in the bedroom rear slide out right here. And of course we already saw that even with the slide out room in, you can walk around it just fine. But with the bedroom slide out, we can see that we've gone from that stone tile in the galley in the bathroom back to that vinyl plank flooring. And if we look at the very back right there, it looks like a built-in hutch, as it is your dresser. And above that's going to be a dressing mirror, but it's also going to open up to be the full-length closet from side to side. Now looking back, we can see there is a second vanity right here in the bedroom. It mimics the look of the one in the bathroom right over there. And you can see how the stone tile does carve its way just into the vanity area right here. You have more stone as a backsplash and of course a mirrored medicine cabinet right above. Now you guys are probably asking about the one thing that you haven't seen yet in this bedroom. And no, you're probably not saying the bed lift, right? Well, that's where you're gonna get to your safe, and unfortunately it's empty. No, the last thing you guys want to know about is where's the TV? You have this beautiful window right there, this expansive woodworking cabinetry all the way around it. And if you're guessing they put a televator in 2005, you'd be correct. I really enjoy how it's framed perfectly in all of this solid wood cabinetry right here. That's all solid wood. And more importantly, in the one instance in which I'm going to say a power shade is a good idea, because that TV does not completely cover that window behind it. If the sun was coming in, rather than getting up, you just have to go ahead and push that button right there, and that'll lower all the shades in the bedroom area, including the one behind the headboard there. It's probably one of the best applications of power window shades I'll give you. And I think I love this ceiling the most about the bedroom. Looks like a coffered ceiling right here, and this ceiling fan has its own controls right there. But if you really wanted to, you could use the remote control from the bed. All right, guys, I'm not really sure what else there is to show you on this 2005 Liberty Elegant Lady, built on a Prevost XLII chassis with 2 slide outs on it. I think the crew here down at Southwest Luxury Coach just got this in and was waiting on my inspection before they come up with a price on it. I can tell you, I really didn't find that much wrong with it. It's a beautiful coach. I think it's very evident that the owner or owners that have had it have done a great job maintaining it and have been unbelievable caretakers of it. If you have any questions about this, I would recommend that you reach out to the guys here at Southwest Luxury Coach. You can give them a call or go to their website at swluxurycoaches.com. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. It was a lot of fun sharing this beautiful 2005 Elegant Lady from Liberty Coach, built on a Prevost XLII bus chassis with 2 slide outs on the driver's side. Bye. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think I let the wrinkles iron out long enough? Yeah, that looks a lot better. I won't even have to charge them for that, as I think it's fair to say that the sun did most of that work. But I'm just amazed that the manufacturer, and of course, one of the do make sure you give Alex or Turner a hard time for making me do this inspection out here in this Arizona heat.